What if everything you know, everything you perceive, is nothing but a grand illusion? That's the question we're grappling with today as we delve into the concept of methodological naturalism. Methodological naturalism insists that, when it comes to science, all phenomena in the universe must be explained in entirely naturalistic terms. But what if this insistence leads us down a path towards catastrophic epistemological failure? Imagine trying to explain your conscious experience in purely naturalistic terms. The result? You cease to be a real person and instead become a neuronal illusion. It's a paradox so profound that philosopher Alex Rosenberg once declared, "I do not exist." Instead of being conscious, sentient beings, we are reduced to mere neuronal illusions. Moreover, our perception of free will becomes nothing more than a trick of the mind. As Jerry Coyne stated, free will is an illusion so convincing that people simply refuse to believe that we don't have it. So, if we follow this line of thinking, we are reduced to illusions who are having illusions of free will. This is clearly already going down the rabbit hole of Alice in Wonderland, but the illusions of methodological naturalism don't stop there. What if our perception of reality is also not reliable? A thought-provoking question, isn't it? According to Donald Hoffman's computer simulations, if evolution is true, then our perceptions of an independent reality must be illusions. We would be stuck in a world where our perceptions would be unreliable, even illusory. This undermines our ability to differentiate what is true from what is false, and thus undermines science itself. As Richard Dawkins stated, evolution only passes on traits that help a species survive, and not concerned with preserving traits that tell a species what is actually true about life. So we're left in an intriguing dilemma. If our understanding of reality is shaped by perceptions that turn out to be illusory, what then becomes of truth? In essence, we lose our ability to discern truth from falsehood, and thus lose our ability to practice science in a rationally coherent manner. What if the design we see in life is also just an illusion? It's a provocative thought, isn't it? Well, this is exactly what Richard Dawkins proposes. He argues that the living results of natural selection overwhelmingly impress us with the appearance of design, as if orchestrated by a master watchmaker. But, he suggests, this is merely an illusion of design and planning. But what about the intricacies and complexities of the design we overwhelmingly see in life? Well, Darwinists try to explain away the overwhelming appearance of design we see in life by appealing to imaginary just-so stories. As Stephen Jay Gould himself explained, when evolutionists study individual adaptations, they tell just-so stories. Virtuosity in invention replaces testability as the criterion for acceptance. In effect, Darwinists have only imaginary just-so stories and no real-time experimental evidence to support their claims for how any particular trait and/or feature may have evolved. In short, Darwinists try to explain away the overwhelming appearance of design we see in life by appealing to what turn out to be illusions of explanation. What if life has no meaning, morality is non-existent, and beauty is an illusion? Ponder this for a moment. If we adopt atheistic naturalism, these core aspects of our existence become ethereal mirages. Alex Rosenberg articulates this starkly. What is the meaning of the universe? It doesn't have any. What is the purpose of life? Ditto. Now imagine a world without morality. Richard Dawkins tenderly frames this bleak picture. If atheistic naturalism is true, then there is no evil, no good, nothing but pitiless indifference. The compass of morality, it seems, loses its magnetic north, and beauty? A mere illusion. Charles Darwin himself stated, "If anything were created for beauty in the eyes of man, it would be absolutely fatal to my theory." Beauty, under naturalism, is a deceptive masquerade. Without a divine grounding, these fundamental aspects of life all dissolve into illusions. A sobering thought, isn't it? In short, without God to ground reality, everything, your very existence as a person and everything that makes it meaningful to be a human, dissolves into flights of imagination and fantasy. Moreover, what if science itself is crammed to the gills with the presuppositions of intelligent design, and is not based on the presupposition of methodological naturalism, as is commonly presupposed? This intriguing question invites us to explore a perspective that flips the script on our conventional understanding of science. from the foundational Christian principles that birthed modern science, namely that we live in a rational universe, and that we, being made in the image of God, can dare understand that rationality, to the conception and creation of the very scientific instruments used in scientific exploration, we see the fingerprints of intelligent design. The tools we use in science, from test tubes to telescopes, did not spontaneously appear, but are the products of thoughtful design, conceived and crafted by intelligent beings. Science is certainly not a natural endeavor of man, but a process that requires the exercise of our immaterial minds and intellects to rationally analyze the immaterial logic and abstract mathematics that lay behind these intelligently designed experiments. Every step, every tool, and every result of every scientific experiment is steeped in a narrative that presupposes design and purpose. It turns out that without the presupposition of intelligent design, science itself simply would not be possible, whereas the presupposition of methodological naturalism is entirely superfluous to the practice of science. So thus, in conclusion, given methodological naturalism's heavy reliance on flights of fancy and imagination, and the fact that it is non-essential, even superfluous for the practice of science, it would be hard to fathom a worldview more antagonistic to science, even to reality itself, than methodological naturalism turns out to be. People should definitely be more critical of the oft-repeated claim that methodological naturalism is the supposed ground rule of science.